Good afternoon. Hello. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have made the event. You aren't ready for the Endwalkies. Oh my goodness. It's happening! We've only been having this intro screen for the last 3 years. And now I'm actually gonna be an Endwalker. Wild. Imagine. Imagine being an Endwalker. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Whew. Second cup of tea. Wow. The next ship to sail. Ooh, fancy. Get the 500 weapon. Do you have some time to talk? I got mail. Oh shit, I got mail. I'm not used to hearing the mail sound effect. So I was like, what was that noise? Let's gather everyone in Dawn's respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. I wonder who this mail is from. I'm used to it because it's my text ringtone. This is true, I did know this. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have to recap everything. Which is fine, it's been 2 weeks since I played FF. 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks since I played FF. We've since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organisation known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi's stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already these towers and theirs have been causing untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summoning. Unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to our involved in Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel and one other delightful fellow, Zenosi Galvus, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varys, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. Yeah, that summarises that. The capital has probably seen the worst of it, but for a good while there, we saw the bloodiest fighting in the war's succession. But it's since changed, and in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not one rent by the barking of cannons and cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, with nary a word spoken. They did labour to transform the place into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. Lovely. If they were indeed made thralls, it's safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We'll find a way in Charlian, I'm sure of it. Master Fortunel's comments regarding the final days were curious, to say the least. The forum knows more than it's letting on. Indeed. Sorry to interrupt. Hi, Tataru. We've received word from Mistress Kryl. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalised. Yay! Adventure! It's head to Limsa on board the next ship bound for Charlian. On arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Blade Scion, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Yeah, Wiggles. The arrangements may be settled, but what's of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. Oh. Yes, I did note the music. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, we started. I'm eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should be off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Absolutely. A leitmotif there already. I already know it. New quest accept noise! I already know the leitmotif because I listen to the Endwalker trailer every week when I play FF because it's on the freaking loading screen, on the menu screen. My goodness. Google. Have a letter. Oh my goodness, this is going to be adorable. You see a mess of quill strokes, you presume a mere scribbles, but after half an hour of intense study, you make out the following. 2x. I took up coffees making, please enjoy. Cloves making, not coffees, clovesies. That's adorable. Aww. That's adorable. That is so cute. Yay, I know this one. Yeah. The map at the back, I love that. Already preemptively getting my Dawn Trail gear started. I am here, I had to punch the monsters for a quest as the trauma started yet. I've been here 5 minutes! Do you know nothing of narrative build-up? You can't get the trauma if you don't get attached. I'm saving my Aetheryte tickets because I'm probably going to need them for when I have to go to and from the fucking moon. Ah, Limsa. Not an anteater? Oh my god. That's adorable. Alright. To the Arcanist Guild. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage and the fee is non-refundable. Ship for Charlian should be pulling into port soon. Please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Cutscene! Let's go.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Let's turn on the auto. Why not?
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aww.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louisois of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Of course, that's how they met.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Amazing.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian?
The trauma starts early. That's not trauma.
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues.
The
in
height
an official
difference is
sense.
sending me.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company,
Adorable.
or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
I love them.
Better.
Alfie and Estina are everything to me. Yeah, I love them. Oh, Tataru!
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world.
Yep.
And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Oh. I'll bring them back safe and sound. In fact, this was my first experience, a new experience after hearing the voice acting again after that huge break of Shadowbringers made me cry. Aww. It's so funny that I experienced all of this just one after the other because of how far behind I am. I'll bring them back, don't you worry.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hey!
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower.
Aw. Please be careful.
Ramin and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
Mm-hmm.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Charlian!
That looked like Jack from the Rogue's Quest, but I think it was
time.
just meant to be a generic guy.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
I love this expression. The madness is returning to me. We're just
Have a
beginning.
safe journey, and please, please, Be careful.
I'm always careful. Famously. Nothing bad ever happens to the Warrior of Light. Nothing bad ever happens to the Warrior of Light. I have my own stare emote as well because of that.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Hello, Wolf voice.
Is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
You guys can't see me right now how I'm holding my mug of tea. I am posed. Here be dragons! Off we go. Nothing bad ever happens. No, nothing bad ever happens. Famously. Yeah, I'm telling you, nothing bad ever happens to the Warrior of Light.
Here.
Hello.
Feel. Think.
Been a while, yeah, it's been a while since they did that with the hear feel thing.
Barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
Cats, cats, cats.
Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
They're so cute.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
How long of sea voyage is this, do you think? Measured in weeks, not days. I figured it was weeks, because that tends to be how it be with sea voyages. It's not fast. A mysterious figure. It's a plot device that will be useful later. Hi.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last, my warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I expected right out of the gate. gonna be honest. Didn't expect that right out the gate. It's my real biological mother. It's my mom! Huh. Not as long as it takes to get to the new world, but Shaolin from Limsa is pretty far. Yeah, so it's that's why when the map came up, I was like, that's a distance. That's why I asked the question. I was like, that's not a few days. That's a while. Hi, Mom. Why now?
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlian's just over yonder.
Well.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
Yep. She definitely is bewildered.
And soon.
Look, X has always had himbo energy in this game. You guys know this. Oh, my baby girl. Oh, I'm sorry for what's going to happen to us.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
That's what happens when you sleep on the floor.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Nah.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
There she is.
Here it goes.
Good old Sharlian.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know You're not alone in this, don't you?
Aww. You love
Indeed.
them.
'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side. I prithee.
I love them. They're great. Welcome to Charlene, aka Oxford. You're not the first person to say that, funnily enough.
We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Steen is the best, big brother. And I'm the big
Upon
sister.
arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
And title? Oh. How conspicuous. There it is. And title. Let's go, let's go, let's go! We are finally starting Endwalker!
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Thaliac, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Here we go. New zone, new zone.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Can't wait for you to meet Mom. We just met Mom. What are you talking about?
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries.
Not a lot of them
From
around.
a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
We love being brief, don't
The
we?
immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Charlian's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Crown has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Enough. This is what you're hyped for, right? Paperwork. Ah!
It might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
Hey, come on, it's time for me to show you around Wolverhampton.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
That's me. Wait, no, wrong character.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Ooh, and her face fell.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Oh boy.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
For how many Archons are in this party, you should just get a hand wave. As if they would. As if they would, though. You already can tell that this is not the place of like, yeah, you get a pass. Of like, no, we do it by the book. This book.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I don't know if I like that.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Hi.
Alphino Leveilleur.
Hmm.
And Alize Leveilleur.
There's Archons and then there's Archons with reputations, e.g. Louis Soir. That is true. That is true.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that...
I knew there would be a but. There would be a but, wouldn't
the
there?
streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny.
Yeah. I knew that was going to get brought up.
And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
Don't mention my trauma.
We shall keep that in mind.
Aww.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Hi, don't worry that we're both in full plate and carrying glaives.
Name and occupation?
She really just looked me up and down, huh? I'm the champion of Eorzea! Jesus. I'm an adventurer by trade. I'm sure none of those answers are going to be the correct answer. None of them.
An adventurer? Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea.
Thanks.
And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Also, I've brought these two dumbasses.
And you, sir?
Estinian Valinor, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
Uh-huh. Oh.
If you'll allow me...
The crisis. Hi, Kral.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Oh, that was funny.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep
thanks for the
may
save.
have severe repercussions for your organization.
the two of us will be brawling in the lobby before
I
you
have
can
every
blink.
confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will
Hi,
seem none the
Cryle.
worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh!
Mm.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
Aww.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
I love them. Your Honor, I love them. I had my fishing max at this point, so I chose Artisan, and she gave me the stink eye! Oh my goodness, a friend! Hello!
Hello,
Hello! So this is
I
where
think
Effie's been this entire time. The champagne.
I think I've officially greeted every one of our friends when they were in
I mean,
the
actually,
first time.
you should. This is basically your home.
It's my spiritual home.
Yeah.
I have to do the tour. It's important. It's important for my well-being.
That was brilliant.
So Sir Taciturn.
Yeah, oh my god, I love them. I love them so much.
I'm so full of fondness. Oh my god, I'm perfectly in the lineup on your screen. That's so funny.
You are. You literally just look like you're part of the entourage.
I am.
Oh my god, that was so good though. Like, what do you two do? Adventuring. Oh my god.
It is a whole thing.
It's so good. X is gonna stick out so much here. She does not belong here in the slightest.
No!
We're the opposite of each other. You got here and you were like, oh my god, I found my home. I've got here and I'm like, I do not belong.
So a fun fact that adds a bit of extra dimension to this for any astrologian players. Canonically extremely wanted by the Sharlayan government for the theft of state secrets.
Brilliant.
So you get here and it's like, no one look at me. No one look at the astroglyph on my back, please. Thank you. And there's a bunch of little Easter eggs to the member of the Sharlayan forum that fucking hates you.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it's up to you if you want to do the tour with these guys or with me.
I want to do it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the game's probably going to make me do some kind of tour. But
Yeah,
I
yes.
I'll
give you the informal player tour rather than the in-universe makes sense tour. So, Aetherites, let's go.
Look, I'm just saying that in universe, the idea of Iffy turning up and being like, "I'll take it from here," is just very funny.
It's really cute, yeah. So this little area, I'm having to look on your screen so I remember because I can't remember. I don't think this area changes, but it might. This is where like the hunt board is. This is where the leaves are. If you want to like go do things, it's probably down here.
Fair enough.
It's also where VC dungeons are when you get to those.
Fair enough.
Which won't be for a while, yeah. Yeah, and this is General Scholar's Harbour. It is beautiful here.
It is really nice.
I don't know whether I'm happy or sad that you got here at night. I kind of love Sharlayan at night, I won't
The
lie.
stars are killing it for me. You know I love stars.
Yeah, Well, if you do a full 180 and come up these stairs, this is the Aetherite.
Hey. Oh my god, it's the
Just
thing
like,
from the
just
trailer.
like pan your camera up.
Damn.
It's fucking cool here.
That's so cool.
And yes, they get a lot of northern lights. It's cold here canonically. It also snows a lot here.
Well, it is considered to be a northern place, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is very like cold and northerny. This is where the people are. this is where the market board is, where the summoning bell is. When Endwalker was current content, this little plaza right here was full of people. It's where all the merchants are. All in a big, like, everything here is praise the Helix fossil shaped. So
yes,
this is the Helix fossil of mercantile goods.
Excellent.
Where should we go next? Let's do this in a way that makes sense, which will mean coming this way.
Okay.
So again, there's basically two halves to Charlayan, either side of the Aetheryte. So if we go this way. This is like the residential part of Charlayan. If they ever put housing, it'll probably be canonically at the end of this road. Because there's literally like a barrier that's like, there are more houses this way, but they're not there yet.
Oh!
You waited so long to show around this house, yeah. Well, they're 2 X-Packs back, right?
Right,
So they've just, yeah. So this is the Aethernet shard for this point, and it's really cute here. There's so many flowers. I would live here.
Yeah, this looks very nice. This does look nice. If there were housing here and it looked like this, then it would place highly on the the very important tier list that I made.
You're very controversial.
That controversial tier list that upset everybody that I made.
And it's got this little like plaza over here with like all these little flowers, which is gorgeous during the day. I'm so glad that at least it's a clear night. You can see this. So if you just stand here a moment and just pan your camera, if you look at this large building directly in front of us here, what would you say that is?
Please don't tell me that's the Levier's house.
Or if you come to this Aetheryte.
Yep, that's the Levier estate. Of course it fucking
This is the Levier estate, and yes, you can go in it. Come with me.
Oh my god, of course this is their house.
I'm calling it a house.
I know,
it's not correct.
No, it's really not. It's just not the correct term. Also, yeah, to put in perspective, Oz, Cole's played this expansion on release, which was 3 years ago.
Oh no, it wasn't.
It was 3 years. It was almost, give or take, about 2 days. It was 3 years ago. I looked it up. 3 years ago. It was the 3rd of December, 2021. That this expansion released, and I am just starting it. Cole's played it on release.
On New Year's Eve.
Got it for Christmas.
Look at these doors and how they open.
Oh my gosh, that's so fancy.
But yeah, this is why Alphino was the way he was.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that was kind of why I was able to guess of like, I know what Alphino was like when we first met him. Yeah.
Okay. So that's sort of this half. Mostly you'll be going back and forth from the Levier house as and when you get to that content.
Yeah, I imagine that's going to be story important.
Yeah. You go over this little bridge, and we're back in the middle part with the Aetheryte again. There's all these little bridges and stairs. There's a lot of verticality in Charlayan.
Yeah, I can see. Well, they're kind of like a little bit on like a cliff on the in this cove. Yeah.
So this up at the very top here is also a place you'll be spending a lot of time. This is the Forum.
Oh, yes, that's the important place.
That's the important place.
Reliving moments from 3 years ago. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I truly, when Endwalker came out and people were starting to play it, I think I got here second behind Neruin, and I truly gave this tour to every single person. And you can come in here as well.
I imagine I'm going to be coming in here a lot.
Correct. I can't remember if this is the door. Yes, this is the Forum Chamber.
I recognize this place from the trailer.
From the trailer. Yeah, from right here. Stop. Yeah.
It comes down to the center.
Very cool and very intimidating. Like, if you just like pan around, it's the scariest place on earth.
Yeah, I'd be terrified to be in a place like this, just in the middle with all these people looking directly at you, like, no.
Yep. No, thank you.
There's the spiral that comes down the stairs and comes down this way.
Yeah, it goes all the way around.
Yeah.
You will be spending time here.
Understandable.
You going the whole way around? You don't jump in?
I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in.
Yeah, do it.
Wild.
Oh yeah, the Carnation 6 for Oxford. Yes, I do know that.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't want to make it too overt because it could be other universities.
Other universities are available. That's the
other
thing.
universities are
Yeah.
available. This is
Yeah.
the tagline for Cambridge.
Yeah, that's the thing about a lot of things when it comes to like games and stuff is that they'll pull from multiple sources so that it's not overtly obvious.
So, if we go over to the other half, you'll like this.
This is nice.
Yeah. Lots of little waterfalls. Waterfall. And then you get into Tranquility, which is this half.
Ooh.
Actual name.
Like this. Lots of grass. Obviously, I like it.
I won't show you the cheat way. We'll go the proper way.
Okay.
For the first time. But yeah, this is this gorgeous little joke failed successfully. Amazing. This is where, when I was walking along here, when Endwalker first came out, I got grabbed by someone who was collecting every red Ura player.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
That was here. This is the Studium.
Ooh. Fancy.
This is the university. You will come here for everything. This is also where we like the crafting, gathering quests are in here.
I see.
Everything's in here. You can really get into this place. You can go on a bit of a journey if you so wish. Like more than other places, every fucking door in Charlian opens and there's another room behind it.
Jesus.
Yeah, you probably can't see how many quests are in this room, but there are a million of them.
Oh god.
Because every single one of these people is a different crafting mentor.
Oh, okay. Tia!
Yeah, always more tears. Always. Somewhere in here is also me, IRL. He's a poet, astronomer.
Astounding.
But yeah, there's all these little like classrooms, and there's a million of them. They can't go in that one.
These ones are blocked
Yeah.
off.
You went for phenomenon, and I went straight to feminine phenomenon.
It's phenomenon, yeah. God damn it.
It's a feminine phenomenon.
It's a feminine phenomenon.
Chapeau.
That was exactly what my brain said when I walked in, and I was like, "Don't say it. Don't say it."
Don't say it.
Feminine phenomenon.
They can't know. How would they know?
How would they know? They're gonna know.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
And then, for some inexplicable reason, there is not an aetherite for this place, but you will be going here a lot.
Oh, fun.
It is also IRL. When I die, my soul will go here. Well, there's not. I would say yes, but you don't need to.
It's the library.
This is the Numenon.
I guess it's close enough to the Studium that they didn't want to put another aetherite down.
Yeah. But if you look down...
Yes. Yes.
Don't jump down there. But
I wanna!
You can't, I don't think. But yes, this place is my happy place. This is where you would find Iffy IRL. Yeah, here.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
I love it here. So yeah, the only aetherite on this side is the one for the Studium. I forget that I don't need to go into it as much detail about the aetherites, because when you open the thing, you see a map now.
Yes.
You used to have to like memorize them.
Yeah. God, I remember having to do that.
This little pagoda will be important.
It has that vibe. It has that vibe.
It's just nice. It's cool. Yay. And most of Tranquility is just tranquil. Yeah, I imagine the idea is that because the students get so fucking stressed, they need like this part.
Yeah, I mean,
to separate them from the rest of the world.
Look, we've been there. We know how it is.
Enrichment. I know there's a lot of little, like, I wouldn't call them Easter eggs, but like people around that have little fun little narratives going on. You can really explore. Charlene's got a lot of love and detail in it.
Good.
This is your your last vigil equivalent. Your like this is the one. This is the Aetherite that has a weird name, but you'll be here always. This is the Baldessian Annex. This is where the inn is. This is this is
basically where we're staying. We've attuned ourselves to all of the Aethernets.
Yay!
So this is where we're staying.
That's where you're staying. You'll be introduced shortly. But there's one more place I have to show you, even though it doesn't have an Aetherite. And it's potentially the most important place in Charlian. I'm sure that chat already knows where we're going. So it's just off the harbour, between the harbour and the university. Down here. It's the last stand. This is Final Fantasy Starbucks.
Hey!
There's like this huge seated area. There's like a little restaurant here. It's exactly what it sounds like.
That's so
like,
good.
if you're wondering where the Starbucks uniform is from.
I see. Yeah, I see all the people in aprons. Yeah.
That's Charlotte.
Fantastic.
There is more to it, but I will let you explore and discover because I know it's part of the fun for you.
It is part of the fun. I like exploring.
Yeah. Best mugs in Eorzea, correct.
Brilliant.
Yeah, this place is very cute, and you also get a good view of the Statue of Thalak.
Got that dramatic underlighting during the night.
Yeah, I guess I love this spot at night. It's my favourite, probably. A little fun fact about the Statue of Thalak. Oh, actually, no, I'll let you find out the fun fact about the Statue of Thalak.
Something for me to go have a look at.
You may note things about it.
Yes, I can see some things.
Zoom in and enhance.
Yep.
But yeah, you can go get the in-character tour now. Where they'll give you a bunch of extra content because the potentially the funnest thing about Charlene is more than half of the Scions are from Charlene.
Yeah, well, we kind of just established that, didn't we? Just that half the entire
Everyone's
party
from
walks
here.
up and is
it's
like,
you and
"Hi."
Astilian.
We're the odd ones out.
I see you.
We've got someone watching us. Hello, hello, lovely.
Hello.
All the friends turning up.
Yeah, we're happy that you're here to suffer.
Oh, thanks.
We enjoy your pain and suffering.
Yes, I'm finally here. It's taken me 3 years.
I know, I'm so happy.
Wild, wild.
Yeah.
I kept getting pulled away by Guild Wars.
And you will again, I know. I know
Yes,
this
I
about
will.
you.
Yeah, so give it 3 months, the next patch will drop. Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
Love you, bud. I suppose I should progress with some story.
Yeah,
a little
I
bit.
will. I can either hang out on the channel or I can dip.
It's up to you if you're fine with just listening to my live reactions.
live blue sky reaction.
Yeah.
I can't say that anymore as if that's your full legal name.
It is. What are you talking about?
But it's also a social media application.
I know. They made it for me.
And a one on which I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, same. Funny that. Yeah, I should progress the story just because I started late, but I still are probably going to end at the same time, which means I only got half an hour left for today.
Yeah. And you will also be introduced to a mechanic that you are very familiar with, but it was the first time that the rest of us who had played this at the when it launched, it was the first instance of it. So yeah. Okay. I will dip from the call and I will watch stream, but I wanted to come say hi.
Thank you for the tour, friend.
You're welcome. Welcome to Charlian.
I'm here. Da-da-da. Okay. Just me again. I'm probably gonna dip out of that VC just so I can watch this cutscene. / dialogue. Oh, cool, there we go. So now we gotta do it all again. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Oh, I'm gonna have to start leveling my alt classes again. Maybe over the Christmas holiday I just take some time to play FF for fun rather than playing it on stream. Oop, I need to turn off auto-scroll because I'm a slower reader. I thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learnt and how we might proceed. This is Extra and Estinian's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you're dying to see, therefore I propose we postpone our agenda. I can talk. Yes, go look around. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldessian Annex. How does that sound? Sounds good. Tis a fine suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Levier estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighbourhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that my kin call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetheryte Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Because this place is just full of, like, scholars and researchers, it's gotta be fucking wild for Thancred to turn up with a gunblade on his back. We'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss if not visiting forthwith. By thy leave. Bye, friends. What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. No. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. So edgy. But I could... Oh. Some people are just like that. Well, Raha, would you like to join us? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Oh, of course, if you'll have me. Oh, include the boy. Come, Exa, Sharlayan awaits. Yay. After you, my friend. I'm more than content to follow your lead. Yay! Keeping out your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. Okay. In the event you use the Aethernet, Grahatir will catch up to you as long as you remain in the same area. You can leave Grahatir behind, however, enter a different area. You must speak to him as an option to part ways. Let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be The Last Stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbour. Are we about to do this in reverse? Kara's now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to The Last Stand and speak with Kara at the designated location. While you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate those bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring the surroundings together. Yay, exploring! Exploring and lore! Ah, hi Sam. How you doing? With all the usual wares coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of an intrepid adventurer would be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any tasks which pique your interest. You've been cleared by the immigration officials, after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Sharlayan the same way it is in Eorzea. This place is called the Perisal and is the first stop for cargo unloaded at the docks. You find that the unusual necessities for daily living are the imports vital to running an island nation, but also supplies further Sharlayan's pursuit of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens and samples. Sourcing these stacks certainly seems to keep the attendants busy. I I stayed up all night for a program. This is almost done. I can taste it. Sam! Sam, why are you pulling all-nighters? Hi, Das. We've had the tour. Go sleep, wake up later, and make sure your work is okay. It's okay, I got time to sleep, I think. Go to sleep! Do what Core says. Go to sleep, wake up, and then you can double-check your work with fresh eyes. I can't critique too hard. I pulled an all-nighter once, which was for my university final, but it was only once. Oh, wow. Oh, you're right. That's pretty. You're in trouble. Me and Cora are agreeing on something if we agree is bad. Oh, boy. We do that a lot more than people assume. That's probably true, actually. That's probably true. Probably more true than you think. Look at that, though. That's gorgeous. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the... I'm gonna... Lake Stoa, probably. Named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the acclamation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thalake was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, all alignment to principles, as it were. We honoured him with rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that to say the Ishgardians. Wow, shade. Individual Charlayans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. I got a whole month to recover from all-nighters. Oh my god. That doesn't make it okay, Sam! That doesn't make it okay! You need to look after yourself! Thaliak. I will forget that. I have 80 minutes in a download. Damn it, didn't realise that. Ah, you should have like logged in this morning. No point logging in to join me. I'm going to be logging off in half an hour. Go have like a shower and cook dinner and stuff. Now that's a sight one could hardly forget, the great statue of Thaliak. A student about Destina is always quartered in the Isle of Val, but I could gaze upon the scholar's wide features every time I returned by ship to the city. You had to stay on an island? Ah, that's good. They show me discussion points on the map. That way I know I won't miss them. But... And here we are, the last stand. I mentioned before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavour with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment toward cuisine's dietary value first, and taste is a distant second. There's one pupil at the stadium, however, who could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all of his savings into building a proper eatery. No. Pat, pat, pat. And so the last stand came to be. As the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in the Charlayan, the one and only bastion of culinary arts in the Isle, and otherwise a mediocre affair. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu, not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Give him a burger. Give him a burger. Because you were a typical Charlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha, but surely Tassler has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's demands. Give them the burger. Give them the burger. I am stating this as I prefer to go and make dinner. There you go. I'm kind of just speedrunning this to get school over with. Do it properly, Sam. And look after yourself. This will be here when you get back. Should we press on? The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. Any more dialogue places? No. It's as proper as it gets. Self-care, we will bully you. It's true. Look after yourself, dang it. Shakes fist. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that it's perfectly functioning aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Yep. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make a mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Its much vaunted discoveries of the research lane stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. I can still see you! I can see you! Your nameplate sticks out! In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant aetherites, it allows us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. Ooh. Off we go to our next destination. Our path leads northeast to the Agora, Chalane's largest marketplace. Ooh, we got... Ooh. Ah! Ah! Discuss the Confluence. That's the entrance to the Confluence. I have no doubt the expertise will prove useful at some point, so I suggest you remember the way here. Speaking of aetherites, those teleportation fees do add up after a while, which is why I tended to rely on far cheaper ferry services. Yep. I was pleasantly surprised when Mistress Tatter informed me that the Scions reimburse for teleportation costs as part of our duties, but I find old habits hard to break. That and I'd rather not be bothered filling out necessary paperwork. Is that the in-law reason that we get money at the end of some quests? It's just us being reimbursed our teleportation fees. That's funny. I love this little tour. It's really cute. I love it. Which is unsurprising. You know me, I love exploring around areas in games. So when they're like, here, go have an explore, I'm like, yes, give it to me. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment? How optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Perhaps I will return later then. These little open-air bookstores are uniquely Charlene. It's always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. It's cute. Oh, to go to a book market. Me trying to walk past the Waterstones. We live in the Waterstones. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian and, well, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. We haven't been to Birmingham in so long, girls. It's been literal years since the two of us went to Birmingham and went to Waterstones. Man. Wide selection of imported goods. There's sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has died out for the most part. Otherwise, I think no better place to stock up on your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to the ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, and then climb the stairs to the imposing building at the very top. Forum. This way. Bun. What features? These all decorative features are typical of Shalane architecture. Aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Owl were rather simple and rustic by comparison. This is the Nymphaeum. It was the area dedicated to the blessings of water. Sharlian's water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It's a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Felix's divine water. This is the reason for you see abundance of fountains throughout the city and prosperity for utilising water as a decorative feature in our architecture. That's really interesting. So that explains all the swirls. They're meant to be like swirls of water. Neat. You gotta poop the bun, yeah. Just pat. To get into the world building. Let's go. Ooh, it's cloudy. It's cloudy now. We don't have as nice a view. It's still a nice view. This grand structure before you is the rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem obviously distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. Vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. Bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. Aww. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councillors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. Aww. Now, however, our tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fitly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. Bat bat. Which is why the Crystarium looks like Sharlayan in places. I love it. It's good. It's so good. It's so good. Love when games are like that. And it's like, man, it's an MMO that's been going for like freaking 14 years or something silly like that, so they've had the time to think about it. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Archon... put in their first homes. In the present day, it seems that the residential district for the most important officials in the Order Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbours. That estate belongs to our friends from House Leveilleur. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Sharlayan tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to Baldessian Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head towards the harbour, across the bridge to our right, and then follow the path to the Aetheryte Plaza? Correct. After you, Exa. Ba-ba-ba. After me. Ooh, and more dialogue. Another dialogue place. Yeah, housing a estate like this would be very nice. Sharlayan is full of educational and research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Not that I ever attended the exclusive schools they run in these residencies. Perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. By the way, I'm lurking now, love. Okay, thanks, girls. I've only got about 10 minutes left on stream. Thank you for the tour. Right, we crossed the bridge here, as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back at the Aetheryte Plaza. I mean, we're going to end up back at the Aetheryte Plaza. Wants us to go down here, huh? As the joyous look on Raha's face isn't doubtly informed you, this is the Baldessian Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon, but I think we've explored enough for one day. You can take you there another time. Inside with you, then. Bye. I'm back, and I've brought Hexa and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Exa. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Would that be? Ojika? Tunjika? Ojika Tsunjika. It's been an age. Allow me to introduce Ojika Tsunjika, administration officer for the students of Baldessian. She oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. Champion of Eorzea is featured prominently in Kryl and Graha's report, so for me this is akin to seeing a fabled hero come to life. It's an honour to make your acquaintance. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. The annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the isle itself, vanished, the annex has served as our base of operations. Yet it feels so empty, with so many lost to us. Our organisation is a shell of its former self. Day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first we must ensure that the Telophoroi fall. Through that door on the left there is the main hall where we shall discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you should probably have some time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. I have private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please make sure to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms, perfect for an afternoon doze. The nap rooms. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. 'Twas simply that we were often too busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into the Andron to just steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might well last till the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you in the main hall. Not gonna lie, I'm still sad we never got a set of those glasses. Aw, man. Even post-glasses update? If Girls were here, she'd probably be able to tell us. Even post-glasses update? If we do, I obviously missed them. Girls would probably know. Or Frog. You can unlock them. There you go, then. Not her glasses. Yes, I got my gift. I opened it on stream. I got mail. It was very cute. The ones the Scions carry around. Oh, the shoulder... They're not really... There's not really glasses, though, are they? That's a piece of equipment. That'd be like, oh, I want to have a pair of binoculars on my face the entire time. That's a piece of equipment, not an accessory. Feeling refreshed and alert, our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us. Aether goggles, I'm pretty sure we have those. Not sure that I'll have to look into that then. I don't know, look it up. This is probably going to be our last cutscene today.
I was delayed.
It's fine, Moriange. We're all here now. Let's get down to business then, shall we?
To defeat the Huns.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know,
The 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy.
Hmm.
The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Charlian focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it.
Brother, ugh!
And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous.
Hmm.
Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Hmm.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
Yes, what is happening?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your
Big
help
Bar
to
Sing
solve.
Say energy.
Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to our more isolationist Charlian colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Mm-hmm.
In response to this threat, the Satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
Uh-huh, I'm sure that's going well.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
Mm-hmm.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Really?
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
Fair enough. I just got
The
it.
investigation in Charlian is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Mm-hmm.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned.
Mm-hmm.
As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Charlian. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Aww.
anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
We call these two past lads and Tor and girls night in.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner.
Guess which one X is doing?
Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Lads. God damn it, girls, we had the same thought.
And I'll supply you with all the
Goddamn
details
cluster.
of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Let's go. We them boys. Sick. Great. I am gonna have to end stream there. Let's see. Good place to end as well, frankly. What are my classes like at the moment? I don't have any other classes over 80, but Ninja's close, so if I can get Ninja into 80 and use it a little bit, that'd be good. I like to have, like, 2 classes that I can use in an expansion. I use Dragoon for, like, everything, but I like having, like, a fallback. As basically, like, somewhere to put XP, basically. I love the Girls' Night in claims Raha. Look, the dichotomy is great, that Girls' Night has Raha, and Lads on Tour includes Exa, okay? This is the correct vibe. Look, we've talked about this before. We've got the female model with male animations, and the male model with the female animation. Roulettes and Fate's your friend when leveling. Yeah, it's just time. It's always just finding time to do it. But since I'm planning on having a week off over the Christmas period, which I keep referring to as a Christmas holiday, like I'm having a break from school or something, I might actually just play some FF over the Christmas break to just level and do stuff because I want to. Apparently you can wear the Ethereal Monster in G-pose, but beyond that I can't find anything. Alphino isn't old enough for Lads Night Out. No, he's not. He is not. Okay. Right. Alfie is a package deal with Alice. They cannot be sold separately. Ah, it's true. It's true. Alright, let me see. Is there anybody I feel like raiding into today? I don't think there is. I don't think I feel like raiding. I'm just gonna go. I will see you guys tomorrow. I need to work out what I'm doing during the day. Everything is done. Good! Go to bed. I won't have to perish. As Sam does the freaking Yoda sound. Just that's the sound of Sam leaving. Mindful, demure, Elise, you fucking what, mate? Exactly. Yeah, I need to finish up the video, but like that's not stream worthy. It's literally I got to put my social link in the end, and that's it. So that's probably like maybe a 10-minute job. I just gotta freaking do it, so I'll try to do it tonight. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to work on tomorrow. I'll find something, because there's always something for me to work on. But yeah, and we're going to play Jackbox tomorrow evening for community game night, if you guys fancy a bunch of laughs. So I hope to see some of you for that, because that should be good. Jackbox community game night, let's go. Right. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for coming to stream. I appreciate it. Love you all very much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. The best way you can support me is just by watching, because it makes the number go up, which makes my brain happy and also makes Twitch happy. So thumbs up. Great. Bye-bye.